Hello everyone, I'm just a guy, and a couple of days ago, I got into the Hearthstone beta. I have no idea how many people are in it by this point, but regardless, I think it would be irresponsible of me to do anything other than everything I can to make as many people as possible feel very jealous. So I'm going to play some Hearthstone. What I'm trying to do is I'm playing with the business model a bit because obviously it's a free to play and I want to see how well that'll work playing it completely free. So I haven't spent any money on the game yet. And basically what I've come down to is, well, I mean, I can just give you the numbers. Every 3 wins you get 10 gold. You need 100 gold for a pack, so that's 30 wins for a pack, which is quite a lot. In fact, it is a lot, especially if you suck like me. The other side of that is that you only need 100 gold for a pack, and every day you'll get a quest that gives you 40 gold. The quests are really fucking easy. Like today I had win 2 games as a druid or rogue. Yesterday I had like deal 40 damage, which is easy as hell. That was like 2 games. So, you know, the quests aren't exactly difficult. So 3 days you will get a new pack. You can decide for yourself whether or not that's okay for you. Personally, I think that's fine because this is the kind of game that I think I'd like to play casually. Plus the matches are pretty quick. So even if you do want to hammer out the 30 wins, if you're good at it, that's doable. As you can see here, I am a 1-star master. Frankly, I have absolutely no idea what that means. I don't know what the rank goes up to. So, could be good, could be bad. I don't know. But I'm gonna play unranked because I'm scared of losing the rank, and I don't know how this I don't know how the system works. So yeah, I'm just gonna play an unranked warlock. Okay, a mage. So Spellbreaker, we don't really want that turn 1. Chillwind Yeti neither. I'm gonna keep both those. I like a turn 1 Tidehunter because I've got the coin, so I can coin into that. I like Murloc Tidehunter turn 1, but the mage has Fireball, Fire Blast even, so it can just ping it off, which is kind of a problem. It's not the end of the world though, because then you've still got another minion out there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to coin Acidic Swamp Ooze, because mages don't have weapons, so that's not really a problem. There is a few things that a mage could do to get rid of this. Arcane Missiles would be a fucking pain in the ass right now. Mirror Image, that's summon 2/2 minions with Taunt. That would kind of suck. But, I mean, that's not the end of the world. That's what I use in my mage deck. A lot of people don't like it because, well, you know, it's kind of a tacky card. You don't get much out of them. But I think for turn 1, you can do quite a lot in terms of protecting things like, say, a Young Priestess, which admittedly a mage can't have. But you know what I mean, protecting valuable cards. Okay, what I'm going to do here is fucking cry in a corner. I kind of want to equal this out, but then I'd have to play Novice Engineer. You know what? Fuck it. I'll play Novice Engineer and... See, next turn he could buff that Acidic Swamp Ooze. So for that reason, I don't really want to keep it alive. But fuck it. Let's play stupid. No, let's not play stupid. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to play safe. So I got some card draw with the Novice Engineer. Next turn, possible plays, if he summons a great big beastie, I can Shadow Bolt it, which is nice. If he summons something with 1 health, that's probably not going to happen, but if he does, I can Mortal Coil it. Okay, he didn't. Actually, okay, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this. Wait, hold on. Fairy Dragon can't target. I was going to hit it with the Novice Engineer, finish it off with the Mortal Coil, and get a card, which would be a lovely play, but I cannot do that because it's a fucking Fairy Dragon. So what I'll do instead is I will remain perfectly calm and not frustrated. Play the Flame Imp because it's a wonderful card. And then Murloc Tidehunter just to get a whole bunch of enemies out there. I don't think there's much point in attacking the Fairy Dragon because I can't kill it. That is with the Novice Engineer. I think it makes a lot more sense to attack only if you can kill the thing that you are attacking. Or you know that next turn you'll be able to kill it as a result of that action. In this case, I think it makes more sense just to go for the hero, despite the fact that 1 damage doesn't really change much. Now, I am going to try my best to not click. I've developed a really bad habit of doing this, and I don't have the greatest microphone in the world, so you can probably hear that really loudly, and I apologise. Oh, another Fairy Dragon. Okay. And that's a sensible play. I think what I'm going to do here... It's really tempting to just clear out the board, you know, this for this, and then this for this. And then I can get out, say, Youthful Brewmaster, waste the Battlecry, and a Novice Engineer. So I'm going to do that. I'm playing the Novice Engineer first because that's just good turn order, you get the card. Yep, that's not really useful to me right now. Clear the board. And bring that back. Then I'll get another card next turn, which is relatively useful if I have nothing else to play, which I don't, because I have no big creatures. If I draw like a 3 cost, then that would be nice. What do I have that costs 3 in this? So I haven't played the Warlock deck in since yesterday, which God, feels like a really long time, but I suppose it isn't. Amani Berserker. Yeah, I quite like that play. I kind of like Shadow Bolting this just because it's the right number, but I feel like that's a silly play. It's only 2 damage. But is it worth it for board control? I like board control. And this can't trade for this, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then I will summon my Amani Berserker. Attack, and if he wants to Fire Blast it, then that's great. Oh, I'm clicking. My apologies. His name is Bort. See, I've got a theory that I sort of stole from Northern Lion, but it's a legit. It's a legitimate theory, and it makes sense, is that if their name sounds like it's from Lord of the Rings, 9 out of 10 they're going to kill you. Ooh. Okay, interesting choice here. I was hoping I could silence the Abomination, but that's not going to be the case. Unless I want to wait, which I don't. I could Shadow Bolt it, which will kill my Youthful Brewmaster, but then it'll enrage the Amani Berserker, which is nice. You can then Fire Blast it next turn, but at least I'll get a 5 damage hit out of it. And then, as a follow-up, I can summon Novice Engineer. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'll kill that. Sorry about the cough, I'm still a bit ill from t'other day. And then do I want to go from Novice Engineer or Sense Demons? Sense Demons because there's some pretty good demons in my deck and I haven't got them. Voidwalker, I love the Voidwalker. And Blood Imp, amazing card. What I'm really hoping for is Void Terror. One thing I should mention is, I'm sure anyone watching this knows exactly all the mechanics of the game, so I don't really need to explain disenchanting, but I feel like for the sake of completion I should. Disenchanting is where in your collection of cards you can disenchant a card and you will get some arcane dust from it which you can use to build other cards. I want to get a Void Terror. Obviously out of all the cards you can get, the chance of getting one in a pack is pretty low, and I want to craft it, but it costs like 100 arcane dust, which isn't, the easiest to come by. Okay, what do I do this turn? This is a pain in the ass, is what this is. I'm thinking just sort of throw a bunch of stuff out. Sen'jin Shieldmaster, it doesn't trade exactly. Well, it doesn't trade even close, but it's still a play that I quite like. Blood Imp. And then if I play... There is a case to be made for Novice Engineer because I'm kind of low on cards, but I can always life tap and he won't be able to trade exactly for the Voidwalker, so, that's nice. Unless he Fire Blasts. But then the thing, my sort of philosophy on the Fire Blast is that I don't mind hugely when you can use it to trade for a minion, say, for example, in this instance, because that cost me 1 mana to play. If he Fire Blasts it, that's 2 mana off his turn already. That means, say, he can't play a Stormwind Champion, which would help him out a lot now. And, it's generally a pain in the arse to have to spend 2 mana taking out, like, a Voidwalker. Which, well, I mean, it's a great card, but it only cost 1 mana. I wouldn't like to spend 2 mana to take out 1 mana. Unless it's like a Young Priestess. That's a really good card. Whose card is it? I think that's a Paladin card. Or is it a normal? It might be a neutral card, actually. It wouldn't surprise me if it's a Priest card. I hate to throw around the word OP, which isn't a word, it's an abbreviation, but I hate to throw around the word overpowered, because, it has connotations, and a lot of people have been saying it, but Priests are fucking OP, and it's annoying as hell. They've got Shadow Word Pain for 2 mana that can kill anything with 3 damage. Look at that Sen'jin Shieldmaster, right there. 2 mana, he could have killed it. Shadow Word Death, which for 3 mana they can kill anything with 5 damage or over. I need to pay attention. What do I want? I could Demon Fire and then trade out. that might not be the best. Actually, if I demon fire the demon, then I'll be able to trade out and not die, which is really nice. Have I done my maths right there? Yeah. Okay. So that should be a 3/5, and then I can trade out. It's frozen, but it's not dead. So really, what more can you ask for in life? I'll summon that. See if I get a nice card. Yes, but not when I want to play, especially with the Blood Imp on the field. And there's another one, so that's useful, I guess. Not going to make the mistake of attacking with a Blood Imp, which is something I do all the fucking time, and it's really annoying, because I'm dopey, and really not great at this game. I played my first arena the other day, and you know, the weird thing is, like, I have consumed more Hearthstone viewing content than I will ever admit to anyone. But when you're actually sat playing, it's really tricky. Suddenly, like, when you start watching somebody, there's no pressure. And I'm not saying I feel any particular amount of pressure right now. That's a pain in the ass, by the way. But it feels kind of more important. When you sat watching somebody, you have such clarity. In a few seconds, you can see the play that they should be making, and then you can scream at them for not making it. It's really easy. Also, I am in trouble here, is what's going on. Give me a second. Dread Infernal makes little sense. It'll kill the Blood Imp and I can't even take out the commander. Unless I then use Mortal Coil, but is that really worth it? Maybe. I'll have a 6/6 to his 6/6. His is buffing people. And he will have the initiative. But the alternative is we life tap. 6/1/7. Okay, we can afford to life tap first. Okay. Interesting. If I play this, it'll be a 6/8, which means he needs to trade at least both of these to get rid of it, because he can't do it with his Fire Blast alone. Of course, he has a mage, so I'm fully expecting a Polymorph or a Fire Blast. I mean, Fireball, sorry. Fire Blast actually directly wouldn't help him here. Hey, look at that. You can Polymorph. That's wonderful. Yeah, as I was saying, I think I got derailed earlier. I did my first arena, and it was not easy. I suck at deck construction. Like, that goes without saying. I'm really bad at it. As far as actual plays go, I'm okay, but deck construction I'm really bad at. So I sat in the arena and I'd made an adequate deck. It wasn't very good, but it was adequate. First game got absolutely trounced. Second game, the guy was AFK, and I ended up with like a fucking 18-1 Gurubashi Berserker and destroyed him. Second game, I got smashed. Third game, I got smashed. And that was the extent of my first arena run. And it's perhaps a relatively insightful comment that I've been playing quite a lot since that time, which, although it feels like a long time ago, it must have been like yesterday morning. And yeah, I got absolutely trounced, and since then I haven't played yet. I'm still on 115 gold. I've opened like 3 packs in my time, so you know, the money, it can be a little bit rocky, but I'm okay with it, because like I said, this is a game that I would see myself playing casually. It's not as like intense as something like say Scrolls. Scrolls I have a lot of fun with, but it takes so much time to finish a game. By the way, I'm really starting to think that this is sort of a lost cause. I could trade both of these out and then summon a Dread Infernal to get rid of the Argent Commander, but then he's still got a Stormwind Champion and a Sun Cleric that he made a great play buffing that with. I wasn't actually watching, but I assume that's what he did. I mean, what the hell can I do? I'm not really getting the taunts that I need. I could summon... Right, here's what I'm going to do. Stormwind Champion, trade this out, Mortal Coil to get card, because card draw is always, you know, pretty nice. May as well life tap. His damage potential is high, but it isn't enough to kill me on the next turn unless he has like a Pyroblast or something. Gotta end my turn because there's nothing else I can do. And may as well fire a Catapult. This isn't one of my favourite maps. Probably because I feel like not enough of the things do things. I know I'm probably the most eloquent man you're ever likely to listen to in your life, and you're very privileged for that. You should realise that. But Look at that. It just kind of moved. This takes fucking forever to do anything with. You gotta hit it like 10 times and then it flies back and you get a funny noise. I will say, one of my favourite things about this game, and I think something that's consistently not mentioned when it should be, by the way, 7 cards to his 15. Holy fuck, what have I been doing? Anyway, sound assets in this game are brilliant. Everything sounds so good. Like, if you actually manage to hit something with the catapult, it sounds pretty awesome. Because they get the little monster that screams. I don't know what monster it is. You could probably find that out somewhere on Google. But I haven't done so. I like this. just just this little flame. Feels great. The rock, I think it would be good if it fell off, but it doesn't. Enemy turn. He's taking his time here. Then again, maybe he also is recording the videos to make other people feel jealous. In which case, go you, Bort. What an interesting name, Bort. Or maybe he's just a dick that doesn't want to end his turn. Or maybe he's AFK and I'm going to pick up a really easy win, which, please and thank you. Okay, what do I do here? I could... Sorry, I've got a really bad cough. I am recovering from a horrible illness called the man flu. I could summon Storm and Champion, which means mine could take out his without dying. He could then Fire Blast it, but, you know, sacrifices, yes. Not sacrifices, no. Sacrifices have to be made in situations like these. God, I'm dumb. And, frankly, I apologise if any backseat players out there can see something better, but I can't at all. Yeah, I really can't. I can't make a taunt out of anything. So I'm just going to do that. And it's not the worst play in the world, because I am then going to have another Storm and Champion to make something out of. And this is kind of weird, but I'm going to buff this and kill a Sun Cleric. I really just don't want him to have anything. So this turn, what would screw me over? Because I'm in an okay position at this point. He is almost guaranteed to kill... Oh, that's interesting. Really starting to think he's gone AFK, but you know, I'm gonna keep it up and act strategically about this. He could Arcane Explosion and then Fire Blast the Blood Imp. That would kind of screw me over. I'd still have a Stormwind, but then he would have like 7 mana to summon maybe his own or a Bolter Fist Ogre or something big. So I have, what is that, 19 damage on the field? Yeah, I actually have enough to kill him. Let's just summon this to make sure that my math doesn't go astray. And, GG. I think a well-deserved win there. I will drop a well played. I forgot to greet him, and I feel terrible about that. But look, some people are born with the ability to luck the fuck out with an opponent who goes AFK, and some people are not, and I am one of those people. So I believe that merits my superior skill, or something like that. But yeah, I might do more. I'm really liking Hearthstone. See ya.